Hey everyone. So today we're going to dive into a pretty huge idea, a single company's mission to connect the entire globe. And we're going to explore a really fundamental question. What happens when technology takes away one of the biggest barriers to human potential?
The whole idea we're unpacking today really kicks off with this one question. Just let it sink in for a second. What if the biggest thing holding someone back isn't their talent or their drive, but simply their internet access? What if ambition just isn't enough when you're completely cut off from the rest of the world?
You know, for millions and millions of people, that question isn't some thought experiment. It's a real, invisible wall they face every single day. So before we jump into the solution, let's first get a handle on the problem itself, this unseen barrier we call the digital divide.
So what exactly is the digital divide? Well, it's pretty straightforward. It's the gap, the chasm between people who have reliable, fast internet and those who just don't. And this isn't a problem that's spread out evenly. It hits rural towns and remote communities the hardest, creating these pockets of the world that are basically information islands.
And let's be crystal clear here. This isn't just some academic concept we're talking about. This is the daily reality for millions of people. It's their kids' education, their ability to get healthcare advice, their chances at a better job, all of it limited just because they can't get a stable internet connection.
Okay, so when you have a problem this massive, it demands a solution that's just as ambitious. So how is one company trying to tackle it? Let's dive into their mission to connect.
And that solution is Starlink. Now, the whole idea is to kind of flip the script. Instead of the super expensive and often impossible task of laying fiber optic cables across mountains and deserts, the plan is to just bypass all that ground infrastructure. They're creating this huge web of satellites in low Earth orbit to beam high-speed internet pretty much anywhere on the planet. And this quote, it just nails the mission perfectly. It's not just about getting some internet out there, it's about providing high-speed, low-latency internet. Now, that low-latency part is a huge deal. It means the connection is super responsive, fast enough for things like video calls or online gaming, not like that old clunky satellite internet you might be thinking of. And the focus is so clear. Go to the places everyone else has left behind.
Okay, so we've got the problem, and we've got the proposed solution. But what happens when it actually works? What's the real-world impact? Let's talk about the incredible, transformative power of just flipping on that switch.
You know, once that connection is made, it sets off this amazing chain reaction. It's like a domino effect. All of a sudden, a student in a tiny village can get a world-class education online. A talented worker isn't stuck with just local jobs. They can plug into the global workforce. A family can get life-saving health information right when they need it. And a small-town entrepreneur, they can suddenly compete with businesses anywhere in the world. See? Access doesn't just change one thing. It literally changes everything.
So all of these individual benefits start to build up to something much, much bigger. We're talking about a philosophical goal here. It's a vision for a world that's not just more connected, but fundamentally more fair, a truly leveled playing field.
Because when you get right down to it, the tech, the satellites, the dishes, the crazy high speeds, that's all just the tool. The real mission, the why behind this whole thing, is about something way deeper than just improving your download speeds.
It really boils down to a simple but incredibly powerful equation. Access to information creates access to opportunity. One leads directly to the other. The goal is to unlock all that human potential that's already out there, just waiting for a chance to join the global conversation.
And this slide just puts it all in such stark contrast. The old barrier, the old way of thinking, was that your zip code could literally decide your future. The new reality this project is aiming for is one where opportunity is democratic, where it's available everywhere to everyone.
And that brings us to this final quote, which really sums up the entire mission: to build a world where your location doesn't decide your future. It's an incredible vision, right? But it also leaves us with a pretty big question to think about. If we actually succeed in leveling this playing field, if we unlock the talent of billions of people who've been disconnected, what does that new world even look like? What kind of ideas and progress are we missing out on right now?